What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory, where today guys, it is Gauntlet time. I have built 3 brand new Gauntlet squads, trying to incorporate some of the newer players that I've got in the club and also taking some other players just for chemistry reasons. We're going to take you through the teams, the tactics. The tactics are identical on all 3. And then we're going to go into some gameplay and end with the rewards. I remember the Gauntlet 2 where I built 3 4-4-2 teams, and that is kind of where I started finding my mojo with this game. I'm hopeful now that I've built 3 4-2-3-1-2 teams that I can just play the Gauntlet casually, enjoy myself, experiment with these players, and find my groove. It would be very, very nice. So to start with, the tactics that I'm running, guys, in spite of whether or not they've got the roles or not, and hey, most of these players do, which is delightful, we've got Advanced 4++ for the striker, playmaker build up for the cam, winger ++ or winger attack generally for the wide mids, box crasher for the left DM, and then holding for the right DM, and then fullback defender, fullback for the defenders. If you want to use my tactics, the code was right there. I did make a few small adjustments to the right mid, left mid in the other 2 teams. But for this team, guys, we have got Jerzy Dudek in goal. We've got James back, a right back. I haven't played with him in a long time, in spite of the fact that we played over 187 games with him. We've got Quansah at centre back, 29 for him so far. Tomori next to him with 22. Grimaldo, who's only got 16, and most of those are as a sub appearance, so I'm really excited to use him. We've got this Kobe Mainu for the first time, which is real nice. Little, who's only got 51 games for us. Nwaneri, who's also only got 51 games for us. Thompson at left mid, who's only got 6 games for us, which was previous Gauntlet games, would you believe? And then Joe Cole, the hero that we got previously from that hero pack, making his debut for the team, and Charboom back in the team. You know, nearly 400 goal contributions for him in 225 games. Good to have him back in the squad. That is team 1. For Gauntlet team 2, we have got, and I've just put extras on the bench, of course. We've got Kepa in goal, now coming nicely up the ranks, really. 11 games so far for him. Hakimi at right back, only 46 for him so far. With Timber at centre back, because I kind of want to finish his Evo because he fits into another Evo. What we get from this actually gives Jockey Plus, and he is eligible for it, which is amazing. So I went for a few Arsenal players here. Calafiori in at left centre-back, and Ashley Cole at left-back. Only 20 games with him so far. We've got Rodri at right DM, Vitinha at left DM, Lamine Yamal at right mid, Jack Grealish for his debut at left mid, with Aitana Bonmati in at cam to help with those Barcelona links there. And then another one of our brand new heroes up front. We've played 11 games with Foutre. He's got 2 assists, and that's at left wing and left mid. I'm hopeful at striker he could do a little bit better for us. And then finally, we have got Team 3, Gauntlet Squad 3. This one's got Ter Stegen in goal, who I did buy. We've got Alex Scott in at right back, 62 games. Carragher for his debut, another one of our heroes. Hansko back in the team. I really like this card, actually, so glad to have him back in. 55 games on him so far. Gunter coming in for his 7th game and above. He's also just a previous Gauntlet player. We've got Zubamendi coming back in again. 84 games on him. Chouameni back in the team for the first time in a long time for Aurelien Chouameni. And then Bukayo Saka back out on the right mid. We've got Brand in at left mid. She's got 10 games on her so far. We've got Arda Güler at cam. I really like this card and really like this SBC. But as you can see, we've only played with him 3 games so far, and that was all sub appearances. And then up front, we've got the brand new Thomas Muller. I'm excited to try this card. I don't think it's going to be like great, but the beautiful thing, guys, about the Gauntlet right now and for today is that we can get all of the objectives complete without having to win a game. Well, sorry, we can get Benzema without having to win a game. So to get Benzema and these 2 Evos, we just need to play 1, 2, 3, and 7, score in 5, 6, and 9, and play 12. Once we've done that, so 4 rounds of Gauntlet, we will have all of these completed, which will also complete Benzema, and leave us just needing to have completed the triple-double and the perfect round. Now, the perfect round gives an 83/10. The triple-double is winning 3 times. You get 14 attempts, keep in mind. So unless I really get stuck, we will have all of the rewards today. But if I'm unable to kind of like win as much as I hope I'll be able to win, then we might just have up to the play 12, and we'll claim all of those rewards, and we'll go from there for the rest of the video. So with that being said, let's go and get into some games. Right, guys, as we get into the Gauntlet gameplay, sorry for the slightly hoarse voice and the state of my face. I'm getting ill, guys, or it feels like I'm getting ill, but it won't come through. You know, it's been about 4 or 5 days where it's like those early signs of a cold are coming, but it won't actually develop, and that's more annoying than just having a cold and getting rid of it and going from there. So apologies on that one. But anyway, guys, we have got Das Gauntlet here today. I've got a whole bunch of comments from you from yesterday, including one about the Gauntlet that I really want to end on and talk about today. So to start getting through them, the first comment that I've got, I read a comment yesterday from J Volympic, and I was kind of like, I had a thought about it, and it was kind of like an arsey comment from him, and I thought, no, I'm not even gonna read it on stream because I don't want to. But one of the other comments that I read kind of perfectly combined my feeling towards Jay's comment. And so Thomas also leaves a comment, and Thomas says, touching on the point Net makes about form and elo in champs, I was under the impression that elo doesn't change when backing out of a game, and that the game needs to finish to affect elo. So that is not true. It has never been true. It was never true. It was never ever the case. But because somebody popular, I don't know who started the rumor, but because somebody popular with like a big audience, or like was good at the game, said it, people just believed it. And what Jay said was, just because you don't enjoy the game doesn't mean it's a bad game. Most streamers I've watched actually enjoyed the game pre-patch. But also, just because they enjoyed the game, right, doesn't mean it's a good game either. And also, so more to my point was, we are in this social media era of, if you win, your opinion is more impactful even if it's wrong than if you lose. And that bothers me a lot, because somebody's opinion just because they win games isn't right just because they win games. You know, like, there are so many things in this game that people believe to be true that aren't true, that get validated because they win games. And so that it literally pours through the community. And so things like, for example, what Thomas says, the elo doesn't change, or he was under the impression anyway, he didn't say it was like a definite, but he said he's under the impression that form doesn't change if you rage quit games. That is just not true. And the worst thing is I've seen EA come out and address things like this from time to time and explain exactly how elo does work, and people just go, oh, well, it's EA, they're lying. And it's like, wait, so hold on, you'd rather believe somebody that doesn't actually know and is just like, supposing, just because they're good at the game, rather than believe the people that make the game. Now, that's not to say that EA can't be wrong or have made a mistake. They could have intended it for it to be one way, and it could actually accidentally be the other way. But they're not going to come out of their way and kind of like address it if it's not true. So anyway, more to the point, I just found it hilarious that people in this community genuinely just believe you more if you're winning, and I don't think that's the right way to go around it. I think it's very possible, and I always use like football managers with this regard. It's very possible to know everything about this game inside out and still be bad at it. And you see that with football managers, right? Some football managers were terrible football players, but are insane football managers because they can see the game. They just can't play it. And like, for a lot of people, and including myself as well, for a lot of people, like, I think people can see the game and they just can't play it. But I also think there's a lot of people that can play the game but don't know why they're good at it. They are just naturally good at like decision making. But if you ask somebody, oh, hey, what specifically is it you do to be good? They're just like, oh, like, I don't know, just can do. Like, and so I don't think we should use like other streamers who are good at the game as a bench point just as much as we shouldn't use streamers that are bad at the game as a bench point, what we should be using is people's validity of opinion based on kind of like facts and experience, right? That's my opinion anyway. Yeah, I want to get through a lot of these comments. So Hussey says, now that you have Kepa, you no longer need to spend the coins on provision packs. Indeed. I can't lie as well. The few games I have played with Kepa, he's got a really weird save animation where he keeps saving the ball with his wrong hand. You know, it's happened about 4 or 5 times. He's dived for a shot, not got it with his, like, you know, his strong hand that he's diving with, and his wrong hand has come over the top and saved the ball. And every time it does it, I'm like, damn, that's sick, because I've never seen that animation in this game before. And so I'm happy. I really think that Kepa's going to be a good one for us until we get Raya, of course. It's Yango says, the biggest difference in champs is the introduction of challengers. There are no lower tier competitors, so every single opponent in champs is a high level player. So first of all, I discussed this at length on the stream yesterday, actually, but people that are in Division 6 are low tier still. The way the division system is set up from Division 10 up to Division 7 is that it makes it incredibly easy for you to get to Division 6. It's not difficult. But also, I think people massively misunderstand how many people that were in Division 7 last year play champs. I would wager that it's close to 0. And I think that's probably why EA introduced this new thing. Because people in Division 7 last year would have struggled to even get the champs qualification points. Like, let alone like play in champs and be part of the ecosystem that allows easier games. I think if you're like a Division 3 or Division 2 player, if you go and play in Division 6, you'll just smash them left, right, and center. Like, they're not very good players. And so I don't personally agree entirely. I think if it does have an impact, I think it's so minimal that it's like it won't be noticeable. That's my opinion, mind you. Morgan says, hey Nep, you can turn your opponent's celebrations off if you wanted to stop the tilting happening to yourself. You can't turn their celebrations off. You could just turn it so that you don't see their celebrations, but you still know that they're doing it, because instead the camera pans to your player, and then you just get to see your player being an idiot and moping around, and sometimes, hey, that is worse. And then John Walton says, I upgraded to Ultimate Team after release because I wanted the double Evo slot. It only gave me 2k points to begin with. Will I still get the full amount? Does anyone know? So the double Evo slot was not an Ultimate bonus. It was a pre-order bonus. And so if you hadn't done that in time, unfortunately, you have no opportunity to get that there. 2MW Call of Duty says, Nep, sorry if I'm being stupid, but how did you get a playstyle on Eze? I assume you mean the Tiki Taka Playstyle Plus. I think it was a Season Pass Tiki. A Season Pass Evo, and so yeah, that's how. By the way, guys, I started playing some really good FC here, and I actually wanted to talk about this in a bit more detail, because this is the last comment now. And so after we let me turn my console on, after we see these highlights here, before we go and claim all the rewards and stuff, I'll give you something else on the screen. I was watching. I've been in a weird spot with this game, and I couldn't decide. Do I want to get better? Do I not want to get better? I'm not enjoying the patch. Like, how can I get better? You know, Rivals is so competitive. Champs is so competitive. Like, it's all super competitive. How do I get better? In the Gauntlet, because you end up coming up against a whole range of opponents, but also teams, it really gave me the opportunity to kind of put to practice a few of the things that I'd seen on some TikToks that I was watching about what's really good in the game, and also what I felt was good because of what somebody done to me. And so this guy that made the TikTok said, basically, stop and turn cancel is super strong, and it does seem to be super strong. But also, I played a guy in champs, and he just kept doing skill moves for no reason. And I finally here was in a situation where I could do skill moves for no reason. And it's crazy how much it worked. So I need to get that into my muscle memory to really kind of enhance my gameplay. I'm not going to have to actually turn my console off here, because we've still got a minute. But yeah, I've got to keep putting that in my gameplay. And the Gauntlet is brilliant for it, because it doesn't even matter if I lose. Like, I've basically done everything already. Didn't matter if I lose. And to end with, Mikey T says, Yo Nep, the tournament's Gauntlets are the best and most fun thing EA have added in ages. And I honestly think they should scrap Rivals and just do tourney and Gauntlets weekly instead. More casual and more fun than the Sweatfest it is Rivals. And so I don't care if they scrap rivals or not, or scrap champs or not, but I wish and I hope, and you'll hear me talk about this when we go live a bit later, I wish and I hope that they will give us more tournaments and Gauntlet, because I absolutely agree. We're in a position now, weirdly enough, though, that I've done everything and I've still got like 13 entries to go, or 12 entries to go or something. So do I keep playing it because I enjoy it, even though I'm not getting anything for it? But probably not. So now I have to go back to the sweaty side of things. But yeah, I would love this game so much if there was just more for tournaments and gauntlets, and it would then be a supplement of champs and rivals if I wanted to. If I wanted to put my skills to the test and really test how I've grown as a player, I would go for those things. Either way though, guys, that is the ultimate gauntlet objectives done. And so let's go and get those rewards. Right, guys, I have been cooking. Man, do I enjoy the gauntlet. We only got one loss. I got absolutely battered in that game, to be fair. I don't even think I showed it because I didn't score a single goal in it. But I saw a TikTok earlier today, and the guy was talking about how stop and turn cancel is like really, really broken. And I'm just kind of like, how? I don't understand it. And when I was streaming earlier today, I was talking about a guy that I beat yesterday in champs, but was insane with skill moves. He'd do skill moves for no reason, and it would just create space. So I started trying to implement that into my game, and slowly but surely learning the players that did have 4-star skill moves and that had 5-star skill moves. And man, it's, I don't know why it works so well, but it just does. Like, look at this here. Okay, that's Rodri into Paulo Futre. That's not really that good. This, I think this goal with Paulo Futre was really good. It's not showing it properly, but here we go. Stop and turn cancel. And then it just opened the space because he can't play a switch quick enough. He can't actually get into the spaces quick enough. And then we scored a nice goal. The highlights don't seem to be working here. And then we scored a goal here as well with Paulo Futre. This one's actually a bit of a cheesy one as well. It's the highlight thing's not working, but the goals are, hopefully Viper will show like some of the extended highlights, because I was playing good, really, really good. Damn, I need a haircut, don't I? Now, there's a problem. There is a problem, and I just wanted to double check on this one. I had 7 and 9 on the Gauntlet 3. Oh, no, sorry, 6 and 7, and I still have it. I still have it. Oh. EA have butchered this one, guys. If you complete 8 of the 10, it doesn't allow you to complete the final 2. And I've completed everything, and it doesn't allow me to complete the final 1. So, hopefully, they fix that. But in the meantime, and in between time, we've got Benzema, we've got Betalard, we've got all of these fun Evos. I'm going to go and see what we can do. So we've got an Ultimate Scream Evo. We've got a Participant Badge Evo. That's a real fun badge. We've got the Competitor Badge, which looks really awesome. And then the Champion Badge that looks insane. And that is going to go on a special player. When we get a special player, we'll put that on there. We get Jockey Plus and Right Mid Inside Forward Plus Plus. And Jockey Plus, guys, is going to go on to... Oh, some of those Evos are really, really tidy. Is going to go on to Yuri and Timber. So we finally finished him anyway. We've got Ultimate Scream Participant. Here we go, Jockey Plus. So we are going to give this to... Oh, there he was. To this man right here. And I honestly think that is now a phenomenal Evo. That's it. He's got Jockey Plus. It gives me space to add in another play style here or there. All of these kind of badges and Ultimate Scream and stuff, they're just going to be saved for, like I say, for special players, man. Just for real fun cards. Like, I kind of want to put something on Saka, but I've already Evo'd him, so I won't for now. Yeah, these badges, this one. Like, imagine if I have this badge. I won't do it on Bonmati because I've already put the champs on her. But it's a flex, isn't it? It says I won all of them. I won 3 games in a row. So we're missing out, guys, on 283 by 10s because of the way EA have done this. I really, really, really hope they remedy it so that we can go and get those 83 by 10s back, because otherwise that sucks. Now, we did pick up 10,000 coins from doing this as well. We've got 283 by 10s anyway. We've got the 81 by 5. I'm honestly, guys... I don't know what rating he is, but I am looking for Gabriel Martinelli. That's what I want. We get White, Budimir, Tillman, Goulet, and Fofana. Not great, but not bad. We get ourselves a 78, but I don't even think I can get him anymore anyway. Oh, we got a walkout. Nice. Nice. Brazil centre-back. Go on. Yes, a little bit of Gabriel. We don't mind that. A little bit of Gabriel. We don't have him in the club. I've packed him like 3 or 4 times. Oh, why is he saving the ball? But I've always used him into SBCs. And do you know what? I might... Ooh! Très bien. I know he's super cheap, but hey... Doué, 6'2", yay. All right, I like that. That's pretty cool. We get Gabriel in there as well, which is nice. And yeah, Gabriel probably is going to become a bit of fodder again for me trying to complete some of the SBCs that are there. We're hitting another walkout. We don't mind it. It's a right wing. It's English. It's Premier League. It is going to be Bukayo Saka. Hey, now we have 2. I can't Evo a second one, though. Which sucks, doesn't it? It's another non-double. Oh, wow. Isn't he expensive? No, not really. I'm glad to have him, though. With Hakimi and Vitinha that we've already got, 5-star, 4-star, he cooks me every time I play against him. He's got Trickster Plus as well, which was super overpowered. That is a really, really nice pack. And some good fodder again for working on Paul Pogba, which is why I want those 83x10s, the other ones, right? So no walkout in this one. Which is too bad. We get Freedom Arnhem, Mikel Merino, Lois Openda. He's only 5k as well. You don't see him very much though, do you? But some good stuff in there. Some good stuff in there. And then last but not least, guys, another 83x10. It's another walkout. Let's go. Who is it this time? Centre mid. Brazil. Premier League. I've got a Real Madrid walkout in here. I beg you, give me Mbappe as well, game. I deserve Mbappe. I deserve Mbappe. Whip pass. Trent. Ah. I deserved Mbappe. Okay, that's still pretty good. Good fodder again. Trent, Bruno Guimaraes, Ford, Mahrez, Gakpo, Modric, among others. I really want those other 2 83x10s. So EA, don't let us down on that one. We want it. We deserve it. We've earned it. I did do a few SBCs already, guys. Today, like I didn't show them or anything, but I'll show you what I've done because there's no point showing these ones, is there? So I did Dovan and Turner. I'm not going to do Haaland. I'm not going to do Kane or Pulisic. I will do Carrasco. In fact, I really like this one because he's also got Othman and Maki, who would be great to use actually in Gauntlet. But until EA fix this issue for me to go and play Gauntlet more, we won't be playing Gauntlet more. I don't think I want Luani. I don't think I want Foden, and I don't think I want the base hero matchday pick here, but Rolfo I definitely want. This ratings reload Duro pick 4 I definitely want because I want Uzun from that, and then I do want all 3 of these guys here. So we've got 10 days, 11 days and 15 days to go, so we'll start on one at a time. Pogba will be the first one that we do. It's not going to be easy to get these completed. It's going to require a lot of fodder, which is why I need those 83x10s, but that will be us for another day, guys. So lots of quality today, and I just felt good playing. I felt like I was playing good. I felt good playing. I was enjoying myself in Gauntlet. It was fun. It was fun. And the teams, guys, as well, were just absolutely delightful to play with. And now that we've got this Yuri and Timber, we've got some other things to help us with fodder along as well. I'm surprised I didn't actually complete any of it with it. But we've got a few in the campaign section here. The Fright Fest. So I need to play 4 more games with Yuri and Timber in the squad for an 85 to 89. I need to score 14 more goals with a 4-star or higher weak foot player for an 85 to 87. I need to score 50 goals with a screen player. So now that I've got Timber in there, that will work. Win 20 with an ultimate screen player. That will now start coming through as well. And there's just some good fodder packs in here, isn't there? Which is good. Score a finesse shot in 5 matches whilst having a Mexican player in the starting 11. It doesn't have to be with the Mexican player. So whilst I do squad battles this week, I'll cover that off. This one's with a Romanian player. Assist across in 10 games whilst having a Romanian player. So we'll do that. This and this will happen in squad battles. Score 15 matches whilst having an American player in the starting 11. I might just put Fox in to work on that. And then an 85x3 here with a Japanese player. So there's lots more packs to actually work on right now. And even some stuff here as well. We've got a few little packs here, nothing major. But I just want to talk about, guys, before we leave for today, because there are a few packs for us to get. I might go and do the rush thing on stream later. This Gauntlet is brilliant. I was talking today on stream a lot about the enjoyment levels of this game and how Champs is not only hyper competitive, hyper sweaty, and hyper frustrating, but also it is hyper unrewarding, right? It doesn't matter where you finish, the rewards are just terrible. And it's just so sweaty, and you just play the same players and the same teams all over the place. Gauntlet, on the flip side, really enjoyable, really engaging, gives lots of quality rewards, encourages you to use multiple teams, multiple players, encourages you to play against multiple teams, multiple players, multiple formations and play styles. And we've only had 3 of these so far. And in fact, tournaments, I don't even know if there's another tournament. Oh, there is another tournament like coming up, isn't there? In 2 days, we're going to have another tournament. And we've also got the Screamers tournament in 7 days. I honestly think tournaments should be like a tournament for like 48 or 72 hours. And then as soon as it ends, another one comes straight away. And keep the exhibition ones as well. And the Gauntlet today has been brilliant. I would love to see more and more and more of it. I'm not saying it has to be every day. I don't think it would be good for the game to have it every day, but having it more would be good. And in a competitive sense, if they just boosted the what is that there? What's it called? The bounties. Like I have got one here. Score a hat trick in the next match for an 81/5. If they boosted these to the point where they were just regular, way more regular than they are, I would just play and play and play because it would be fun. You'd be able to earn packs. You'd be able to obtain the players that you wanted, and it would actually be good. Unfortunately, we're in the situation we're in, and I'm looking forwards, guys. I'm looking forwards to Gauntlet and tournaments all year because I think they're going to be a great source of entertainment. And I'm not looking forward to Champs and Rivals all year because I feel like the time and energy and effort put in for them isn't valuable to the returns. With that being said, that is going to be the end of the video for today. So as always, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. I'm out. Peace.